Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this thrilling Thursday here in Connecticut. Life's good, guys. Life is good. And my man Nick in Chicago said he wanted the weather report, so here we go. This is just for you, Nick. Gotta love you. Anyway, it's back up in the low 60s. The sun's out. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm out on a bike. I probably won't get many more of these, but you grab them while you can. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. 1SB, 1SC, 1SS combo. All right? This came up in a lesson the other day. Guys, all of my, not all of them, most of my videos come up from questions from you guys or things that came up in a lesson. Guys, I'm a teacher, okay? And if you have a question, email me, send me a small clip. Guys, I'd be more than happy to send some words of wisdom your way. All right, let me honk and we'll talk about the combo. Life's good, guys. Hellacious double C's and fresh squeezed juice. Now, also, if you didn't notice, I take a lot of liberties with the tempo and the phrasing and all that sort of stuff with these characteristic studies. As it turns out, they end up more like cadenzas than actual, you know, that type of thing, which to each his own. But the point is, guys, and we were talking about overblowing and all that sort of stuff. Guys, that was a sniff of air that I just plowed through how many breath marks, combining phrases. Guys, it doesn't take huge amounts of air to play long phrases and caress the baby. All right, anyway, this came up in a lesson the other day. A gentleman took a lesson. He's working the cruise ships, and he has been for quite a while. And he was using a Hirabayashi, I believe, mouthpiece. And also a friend of his gave him a 1SC. Okay? In the meantime, he liked the 1SC so much, he bought the 1SB. So he's getting his complimentary lesson. Okay? And the problem with the other mouthpiece he's using, I'm not even sure if it was that one. And the 1SC were deeper than the 1SB. And he was having a little trouble playing low and all this sort of stuff, which is textbook. We fixed him up in no time. He was killing it. But if he's got to go on the cruise ship and work hours at night, the 1SB wasn't ready to go. Okay? And that's a problem. What should I do? And I told him it's very, very simple. On a professional job, you have to do what you have to do to get through it. And if that means playing a Bach 1C, play it. I'm not going to tell you otherwise. But if you're really sincere about transferring to the 1SB, you have to play it. I mean, you just have to. There has to be a little transition period where, yes, where you're going to clam notes and all this sort of stuff. But here's the deal. He felt quite comfortable on the 1SC. I said, dude, it's simple. It's simple. Play 1SB all day in your practice session and play the 1SC at night at your gigs until the 1SB is ready to go. Now, when the 1SB is ready to go, we agree, we played them back to back. It sounds much fuller in the 1SB, even though the 1SC has a deeper cup. All right? If Jerry were here, he could probably tell you why that is. That's lost on me. Okay? Anyway, so that's what I suggest. Just do that and go to the 1SC. Now, the rims are the same. Now, going from the 1SB to the, I believe it was the Eric Miyashiro. What's his name? Japanese guy played with Maynard. Is that his name? Miyashiro? Yes, Hirabayashi was a student of mine years ago. Eric Miyashiro, that was his mouthpiece. And it was a deeper cup than the 1SC. Okay? Now that, going from that, the 1SB to that might be a bit of a clam bake. Might be. But here's the deal. Guys, the 1SB, the 1SC, and the 1SS, they all have the same rim. Okay? The 1SB is the shallowest cup. The 1SC is a little deeper cup than the 1SB, and the 1SS is a deeper cup still yet. Okay? Now, the cup is not going to kill you. And if it gives you a little more room to get you through the night, so be it. And when you're feeling more and more confident on the 1SB, if you got a 4-hour gig, play the 1SB for 1 hour. And then go to the 1SC. And then keep working it back. 1SB for an hour and a half and whatnot. Now, I know lots of players that have the 1SB exclusively and keep the 1SS in the case. I know lots of guys that do that. Top professionals. Now, again, I'm the first one to tell you, when my chops are going down, I put it away. I don't have stiff chops in the morning. I'm not playing at night like these guys are. Now, there's one guy in particular, an excellent trumpet player. I've used his name before, Ray Rosario. Excellent trumpet player. He uses the 1SB 99.9% of the time. But he's got a couple churches that give him significant work. And after playing till 3, 4 in the morning, okay, and then getting up for a 9 o'clock mass and having to be warmed up, or celebration, whatever the case may be, yes, he keeps the 1SS in the back, and it gives him a little. Even if he could do the 1SB, the 1SS just feels a little more confidence to play soft and controlled. So guys, use them together. Use them together until you get to the point, and you will. The more you play the 1SB, the more it is going to relax, and you'll get it both. Now, here's another one. I got an email, I think it was yesterday. I won't use his name. Professional player, okay? And he loves the 1SB on his jazz solos. He says, I sound like Ziggy Elman. And I said, he goes right to the 1SB for the Harry James stuff. Why not? Why not? And guys, the thing about it is, the thing that I'm telling you, I can't tell this enough. The more relaxed you can get, he can sound like Ziggy Elman and Harry James on the 1SB. It will get to that. But for the time being, guys, top guys are doing it. I'm not here to say, I'm not in a position to say, no, you shouldn't do that. If that gets you through the gig, then by all means. But do the bulk. If the 1SB is what you want, and just about all of you are on the bandwagon with that, no pun intended. And actually, there was a pun intended. It's weak, but anyway, spend the bulk, especially your practice time, on the 1SB. You go to the 1SC and the 1SS, it'll be easy. It'll be easy. Especially if you're playing in the staff. Above the staff, and then that's another thing. Like the Ziggy Elman guy, if he's playing, the first hour is the cocktail hour, and he's playing, some jazz ballads and stuff, go to the 1SS. Okay? Then when it's time to blow the brakes, just go to the 1SB. It works the other way too. It works the other way too. But as long as you're relaxed, just like I go from trumpet to trumpet to trumpet, you can go from mouthpiece to mouthpiece, no problem. And that's another thing. Guys, if you are playing a church like my friend does, and you play the piccolo with the 1SB with either the cornet shank or the regular one, depending on the lead pipe, no problem. It's the same mouthpiece. It's the same mouthpiece. All right? So don't be afraid to put them together. Combine the two. Okay? Anyway, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.